How do you usually see this, Femi? And do you have a better way of explaining account abstraction?
Yeah, I'll come to it from the user experience like angle. So technically, in the past, to do something that interacts with a blockchain, most times we would use a wallet like MetaMask, for example, and we would have to kind of approve a currency or sign transactions or pay for gas fees every time we do a transaction on the network. And for non-Web3 natives, that is a very bad user experience. What account abstraction enables, it's a game changer, I would say, is the possibility for people to just interact with an experience without having to deal with the concept of a wallet at all. So imagine someone who's playing a video game. He actually does an action that, for example, buys a shield. That shield could be an NFT. They can buy that shield. The transaction is posted to the blockchain, so they actually own that shield. It's tied to their wallet, but they've never done anything like approving transactions or paying for gas fees. They've never had to care about that because the game developer used a smart wallet as well as advanced functions to pay for their gas. And that makes the user experience super seamless and super straightforward. And that unlocks a lot of advantage for game developers, social media. We'll come to those a little bit later. But that's how I would like to explain how it works technically, instead of having your wallet and having to also keep custody of your key phrases and your secret key and maybe losing it at one point. The account abstraction also allows you to log in with your social media or to recover your account using your friends, as we can see a little bit later.
All right. And I think it's super interesting that when you talked about the gaming example, a lot of the enhancements in the user experience came up, and we can already start to kind of unravel each one of them. I think the first one and most obvious one is the abstraction of complexities. So as the name says of account abstraction, we're abstracting a lot of the intricacies and the complexities that we have to do or we have to execute when we're interacting with the blockchain nowadays. Another one is wallet management issues. So I think one of the key problems that we have is that self-custody is very hard nowadays, and that if you just on a click of a button, you can give access to your entire assets and people can steal it from you. Or if you lose your key, your private key, you cannot recover your account anymore. And then basically all the net worth that you have there is lost forever, right? So this is a very, very big issue that we have to solve so that we onboard the mass of the people from Web 2. And I think the third one that I want to mention is new ways of interacting it with the blockchain that we never had before. And one of them that we're going to talk about a little bit later is related to the gasless transactions, right? So performing blockchain transactions without paying the gas. So someone else does it for you. And basically this dynamic is very straightforward for the end user. So in the game that you mentioned, if you want to buy a shield in the marketplace and you don't even know what it's blockchain, you can just do it like a standard transaction in any other game, and then the company will do the background for paying the fees and doing all of the infrastructure for this to happen in the background, right? So I think that's one of the interesting things. And the movement that we're doing is before account abstraction. So how we use it today, our wallets, it can be defined as externally owned accounts, which is basically the standard that we know as you have your key pair. So you have your private key and your public key. You are the one responsible for the custody and for protecting that. And if you do something wrong, that's on you, and it's self-custody. So all of the responsibility lies in the individuals. And we don't have many options to do other than this. And we're transitioning from externally owned account to smart contract wallets. So basically what they're doing is they're transforming what today is just a wallet, just a recipient for tokens, into a smart contract, to a programmable feature or tool, right? And then you can embed in your wallet already presets, security kind of settings that you want, or any other features that it would be better for the application that you're going for.